There we go. Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get on the channel Ruadhan Farrell. He's now 5 wins with 1 defeat, with 1 draw. 2 big wins by knockout. And yeah, he's got his rematch v Gerard Hughes for the BUI Celtic Super Bantamweight title, which Ruadhan currently holds. And yeah, pleasure getting you on.
Thank you for having me on again. Once again, it's a pleasure to be on such a lovely channel. So thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, I mean, just briefly talk about, the title win that you won. You won the famous belt against Conor Kerr at the Ulster Hall in Belfast, and what a fight it was indeed.
Yeah, what a fight and what a fight of the year contender so far. So early on in both our careers have been the last 3 years in a row have been nominated for fight of the year, All Irish fight of the year. So to be in such an upper class fight, who's respect to Conor Kerr, but I just need deep down that I wouldn't have been denied on the night. That he probably wouldn't need a shotgun to blow my head off. I knew
Hmm.
very rightly that on March 30th that I would have been leaving the Ulster Hall as champion, and I did leave as champion. So it was a great performance, and that makes me more confident in the rematch against Gerard Hughes. The the Conor Kerr on the March 30th fates Gerard Hughes now.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll touch on that in a minute. But yeah, in my opinion, as I was watching it, I mean, I spoke to you beforehand, I spoke to Connor as
Yeah,
well beforehand. I was looking forward to the fight, and I do feel like it stole the show. It was sort of a fight, like two halves, sort of, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, the way I scored it, and being fair, I won the first 5 rounds. It could have been close, but I was landing the better work rate, the better punches, and the combinations where he came strong 6, 7, and 8. Where when I watched it back again, I've watched it back again 2 nights in a row to see what I've done wrong or what I've done right. But he won. They're close now. I'm not saying I won them way, but I won 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which wins me the fight. He went 6 and 7, and round 8 could be a draw. Because look at round 8, we're both in the last 10 seconds swinging, digging to hit each other. So that's what fans are paying money for, to see fights like that. So I just knew fine rightly it was a close fight. Who's respect to Conor Kerr once again, but I knew fine rightly that it was winning the rounds, and they lost maybe 2 max, but that's boxing. You can't win everything. But at the end of the day, I left the arena as a champion, as you say that I would do, and I did.
Yeah, I think, you built, that's what you needed to do. You started quick and you won the early part of the fight, which ended up get
Yeah,
stealing the fight. I think I had it 78, 76, but only because I think I had 1 round to draw. Can't remember what
yeah.
round, but yeah, it was a great fight. And at the end of, when the final bell rung, how confident were you that you were going to get your hand raised?
I just come back to my corner. My corner would tell me, right, listen, you're not winning this round. Go out and box. Where I was coming back and he was like, keep boxing, you're winning. But in round 7, I hurt my hand. So I did. And he said, go back out. I think it was round 6 I hurt my hand, maybe. Round 6 I hurt my hand. And he said, go back out for one more round and just box. And you can go out in round 8 and do whatever you want. So, and then you find my then, the rounds were still close, so I mean, but as when you're in there, you believe that you're still winning the rounds, no matter what. But I just knew found rightly that the first couple of rounds have won. He won the last couple of rounds. But when I heard 78, 75, I was like, fuck me. They're going to take me again. So they are. They're going to take it away, but I got it. So I did. Can you hear me okay? Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello?
you were lagging a
Yeah.
minute. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, just someone tried to write me there again. So I had to hang up on them. But is that okay now? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do
Yeah.
you mind if you repeat what you were saying? Because most of it cut out.
Yeah, it was, so someone just trying to ring me. Got it down. I was just saying, of the Conor Kerr fight, I knew fine rightly that I won the early rounds. I knew I was boxing out of my skin. Do you know what I mean? It was the best I've ever boxed. People never knew I could box, and that was the plan to go out and win the first couple of rounds, and then turn it into a war if it has to come into the war. But first 5 rounds, I boxed well, won the rounds in my own head before I was getting told, and I just knew that the first 5 rounds I've won. The last 3 rounds, if I was given the first 5 rounds, you can't win the fight by winning three. You need a knockout, and that's why I believe that he just trying to come on strong and maybe land a knockdown to change the fight. But his corner must have been telling him he was winning, as your coaches have to. But at the end of the day, I just knew that March 30th was my breakout year. Well, my
And
breakout fight.
yeah, it definitely was. And what did it mean to you, when your name got announced and the new BUI Celtic champion?
It was very emotional, like, because the opposite corner. I'm not saying anything bad, but the opposite corner years ago, I was trying to train with him, and he basically told me, "Go back to the amateurs. You're not good enough for the pro." So to prove that fella wrong, I beat his fighter and won the title.
Wait, that was his
Uh,
coach who said that to you?
yeah, yeah. But he said he didn't mean to say it in any bad way or form years ago when he did. So at the end of the day, I won the belt and I walked away as champion. He walked away with a loser. So
Proved him wrong,
that's
mate.
yeah, proved them wrong, and also that my cousin who lost Mark on the in December. That belt was for him. I knew he would be sitting in that audience with a big pink and a big smile. Wasn't so. It was just an emotional night because I had his mummy and all, and his sisters, his baby sisters, and his all watching the fight at home, rooting for me. So it was a very, very special night for me and my family to say, listen, there's a new champion in town. Like,
Yeah, mate. I could see, after the fight, it meant a lot to you as in the build up you were saying it meant a lot to you. And now
yeah.
you've got it. Yeah, talk about of course you was meant to be boxing I think it was some Scottish fighter, Marcus Sutherland. What happened with that one?
Well, so what happened with that fight was I didn't know if I was meant to box. I hurt my hand in the fight. I had a load of in the curve fight, a load of information rounding up all the inside of the hand. It was banjacks at the time, so there was time I was training there for about 5 weeks after the curve fight with one hand. It was never one let a punch with the right hand at all, but we got there with the right physio and the right team now. But we just kept plugging on, and one day I got a phone call saying the fight's off. Marcus has busted his knee in sparring. We'll redo it in a later year. So he got injured, and with a couple of hours, I was wrong again and saying, "Would you fight Gerard Hughes?" And I said, "Do not ask me any silly questions." That is the fight I've wanted from December. It should have been me and Gerard in the March the 30th, but Conor Kerr stepped up and took his place.
But he fought on the
Gerard Hughes,
undercard, didn't he, against Luke Fash?
yeah, he fought on the undercard, which is a bit weird against Luke Five. He weighed in at 131 pounds. He was meant to be in a super weight contest. So, but another thing is too that he was with a new team. He said he wanted to have 2 new fights with his new coach, and his new coach went on holiday and didn't show up for his fight, and he had to have 2 other coaches in his corner. So, if your coach believes that you that in you that much he's going to beat Ruadhan Farrell, why not come to the fight? Why not put the holiday on hold? Why not go out the next day? But you see, there's so many other options, and
Mm.
this is where the main game is begin, where I am 110%, and I will put my whole life on it. On Saturday night, I will be at Gerard Hughes. I'm just so confident.
Of course, there was a whole controversy around the first fight. You believe you got hard done by that night. How many times have you watched that first fight back?
I've lost count really. There's been times watched it, and I've said to myself like, how can you score that a draw? Like I know in the ring it looks different, but when you're watching it from the outside of the camera, when the cameras are around the ring, round one I win clearly. I land the better shot. Round two, Gerard Hughes wins round two. I'll be an honest man. Round three could be a draw, 10-10, because both are not doing good work. But 4, 5, and 6, he was out work, he was out box, he was out foot. He was
So the
busted
closest
open.
you think it could have been was like 59, like 56 sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, and that's being fair with him. Do you know what I mean? I'll give him his round. He won, and the round I'll give a draw, but he did not win 2 rounds. Never mind 3 rounds on Ray Russell's scorecard. But at the end of the day, I have to be a professional. I have to act professional. I can't step out of the lane. I can't call anyone names, or there's enough people who want to kick me to the ground and keep kicking me. But I'll just raise above it. But now I have my chance on August 3rd to put things right, and there won't be no draw this time. Mark my words.
Do you feel like, are you expecting a similar fight to the first fight? And of course, I had him on yesterday. He said he's made loads of adjustments, and you can expect a whole different fight. Can we expect the sort of same from you, or are we expecting a
Well,
bit of a different?
it's probably going to be the same. I'm coming, as I'll say, for another bloodbath war. I haven't been in a four domestic dust up. This will be my fourth domestic dust up, my first title fight since a full 2 years as a pro. So that experience alone will play a big key factor for me on Saturday. Making the walk and all the nerves and all. We're generally very nervous. He's a very nervous guy. So I believe I hit harder, I box better, I can go back on the back foot. Adjustments he's made is not good enough to beat me. He said he's going to come to levels above me. There is no levels above me, Gerard Hughes. He will not beat me on August 3rd, and I will not be denied. I hit too hard for him, and he knows that. You can see it in the last race. Then cuts weren't from elbows or that was from my right hand, my hand, and I picked up par in my last fight. So
Do you believe you hurt him in the first fight?
he did, and that's where he gets my respect for that fight. He doesn't get my respect outside the ring. I'm a sports and they'll shake his hand and that's it. We're going about his business. You know what I mean? We're not here to fucking give hugs and give kisses in the day. Huge respect. He took an absolute first fight. His face. If that was my fighter, I would not like any of my fighters take that kind of punishment in a 6 round domestic dust up. To be honest, because what's on the line? You know what I mean? You need to go back home, family and safe. So if he starts taking that in this fight, I'm hoping his coach pulls him out because you don't want to be coming home looking like that every other fight. And then I think he's took too many punches in the first fight. He's starting to be a wee bit delusional, believing that he's 110% believes that the first fight's a draw. Do you believe it was a draw? Be honest, not.
Now you've hit me on the fence, mate. No, if I'm
You know
honest,
what I mean?
no, I'll be honest. I had you winning, mate.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying this to have, oh, look at me, I have everyone backing me as winning, but when you look back and watch everyone's comments on the Dazzle app, it was all over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that everyone had me winning. I did not see one person and then comment shares that give it a draw or give it close. So a few people had it 59, 56, the same as I had it, being fair, but it's boxing and I can't take back what the referee gave a decision. But on August 3rd, I will take back mine in fashion way. So well, I believe that I'm hitting hard in the gym.
Are you
I'm
surprised he's
hitting.
took the rematch?
Well, he has to. It's up to him. He needs to grow a pair of balls and believe in his own self that I can beat Ruadhan Farrell. Where I know Finn Whitney, he cannot beat Ruadhan Farrell. He can't. Again, Connor Kerr has some respect inside the ring. We have no bad blood between us. We just want to fight and get paid. But Jared likes to talk about his shit and he has a blue tick and he thinks he's at this. Where I come from a council state where you rap next door and say, here, mate, you wouldn't have a bit of sugar to me the next week. Or here, mate, you wouldn't give me a tea bag or you wouldn't have a bit of milk. You know what I mean? I come from that bit of society where my whole life is where it's been hard for me and that's what makes in fighting it makes it easy because I've been fighting my struggles and I haven't had that easy to get where I have. And it's been a hard, out, long road. It's got me. It's been hard work, dedication. It's got me on the big stage. So all that stuff again will play a key factor for me in August 3rd when Jared thinks it's all easy waking up in his pajamas and getting in his Mercedes. Where I have, before I met my coach, I was going to the gym by train, I was coming home by train, there was no sponsor, there was no yes on board. There was, if you want something, I was told you have to get up and get it. You have to go after and chase your dream, and that's what I've been doing since I turned over pro, and I'm here now, and I'm very thankful to be in a position where I am. But on August 3rd, Gerard Hughes was in my way, and he will pay, unfortunately.
You did mention it earlier, but didn't you say that you think Connor Kerrs would beat Gerard Hughes?
I believe it's just he's too strong. You know what I mean? I have the reach and the height what I done in the box character, but I just believe that Connor Kerr again would be too much for Gerard Hughes. There's only one way. So the way I've been thinking the last couple of days, if I beat Gerard Hughes, I would like to see Connor Kerr face Gerard Hughes before the year's out, and I'll fight the winner for the Irish title. But I know I've already been sanctioned to fight Connor Kerr for the Irish title, but I think that would make a fair fight. Gerard Hughes and Connor Kerr for the maybe after I beat Gerard Hughes. Once I beat Gerard Hughes, I'll forget the belt and let them two fight for it. The winner will fight me for the Irish title, and then I will become Irish champion 2024. So
Would you not look for that Sutherland fight? Of course, that was meant to be for the
it was
WBC youth.
it was a good fight, but in the day, why should I go Celtic level, and then skip Irish, and then go WBC, and then go back up, and then go back down? Where
So what
I
belts do you like think's higher? Do you think the WBC youths
the WBC
ranks higher?
it's higher in the Irish title, but I need to conquer Ireland before I go elsewhere first. So I'm already the Celtic champion of Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. So
One
one
step at a
nation's
time.
completed. So defend this belt, and then it's on the Irish level next. And if I win the Irish level next, then we'll see. What the world is my oyster, as my mummy always says. So one fight at a time. But I believe that once I beat Gerard Hughes on August 3rd, it looks like it'll be me and Connor Kerr next for the Irish title. Then
Do you
that's go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, do you feel like this is going to be a harder fight than the first fight?
It will be a harder fight, but he's going to come in a lot. He's going to come in a lot smarter, and I know a lot. He doesn't know, but Jared, I know a lot more than you think I know. So on August 3rd, remember, I know the game plan. You have an inside rat in your team, so just let him. Hopefully, he's watching this, so it should be interesting. I know what I need to do. He knows what he needs to do. But he needs to get near me first. He needs to get past the long arms, the big stiff right arm. It's going to bust his nose open. And it's going to be interesting. I can't wait. So I can't. I am very interested. I am excited. I'm pumped up. Camp is done. It's about staying sharp, keeping the weight down, and August 3rd, defending my belt. I haven't been in a better frame ever for a fight. The excitement behind this fight, the buzz, the adrenaline, the motivation.
Does it mean
This
that little
fight's
bit? Does it mean that little bit more? Of course, you know you're defending your belt. This time it's for the belt, and of course there's been a little bit of back and forth online.
yeah, it's sort of bad blood on the line, and it makes it more interesting. So it's if it's to make him come in too much, or to make me walk on the silly shots, but there's no walking on the silly shots. This fight, it's smart boxing, and he needs to get past the long arm. So the excitement is really, really real. We're nearly a week out today, so let's have it. And on August 3rd again, I'll say it again that Gerard Hughes does not beat Ruadhan Farrell. No one has seen the best Ruadhan Farrell yet. He is claiming that the best Ruadhan Farrell can beat the best Gerard Hughes. So if he's saying I was on my best on August 3rd, then 12 weeks later I go and beat the best Connor Kerr. So in my eyes, no one has seen the best Ruadhan Farrell. I'm improving every fight. And also, he said to me leading up to that fight, the first fight, oh, I'm going to stop Ruadhan. Oh, it's going to be a late points and all this and this shit. And then after the fight, he came out saying, like, oh, I should be fighting. And oh, this fight should have been off weeks ago. When all he was telling me where, and then the few he was telling me he was preparing for Ruadhan Farrell from June or July. And then once he got his ass handed to him, it was like, oh, I wasn't fit or I wasn't up for a fight. Either you put your balls and tell the truth that you get your ass handed to you on December the 2nd, be a man or be a card like a little cunt, what he is, running about there saying in the first fight he was, oh, I shouldn't have took that fight, but he was in doing interviews with fucking all things boxing saying I could prepare for Rudy Farrell from June and July. I will beat Rudy Farrell or I will stop Rudy. Where he hits like a woman. No disrespect to him. He does, you know what I mean? That's why I keep walking forward at him in the first fight because he's hitting me with these punches and they're not he's not phasing me at all. You know what I mean? I'm
Would
not
you say
sitting
Conor
here.
Kerr hits harder than him?
I would say Conor Kerr hits Conor, but I get this adrenaline rush through my body getting the fight where in all my fights as a pro yet I haven't felt one punch. You know what I mean? You feed the all be one, but sitting here now, I can't remember feeling one like, oh, he's hurt me or I think look at the shots I took in the curve fight and was able to walk back to my corner or still fight on. But was able to take one and long four back. You know what I mean? I believe I have a good chin. It's the balls, it's the grit, it's the fucking heart that gets you through them big fights. It's not just going in and doing an 8 week training camp gets you through them fights. It's the willing to die in that ring, the balls, digging deep, the grit, the motivation. And I'll always say, like, I'll not be denied. I'm built different. You know what I mean? I've been through so much shit in my life, and that shit I've been through my whole life has led me to help me get through these big moments on the biggest stage of all.
Mm. Tell fans what happens to Gerard Hughes August 3rd.
August 3rd, Gerard Hughes gets knocked out with a right hand.
Have you got a prediction like round, or are you just saying a
I
Ruda?
don't need, I'm not happy with any rounds or anything. As long as Jared, I make a statement on August 3rd and Jared Hughes gets KO'd, I will be happy. I will be able to go home on August 3rd and have a lovely sleep because the fate will be put to bed and I will be still the champion and I will be in the fight for an Irish title. Dreams do come true.
Does the winner get an Irish title fight?
Yeah, the winner fights next and headlines maybe their own show in Belfast. Well, it's going to be me anyway, so I will one fight at a time. I'm not looking past Jared. Do you know what I mean? I've been
Mm,
main just fully focused on Jared. It's been nothing else. It's Gerald, as I've been calling him. But the winner will fight for an Irish title next.
mm,
No matter what, the person should be me. No matter what happens, it should be me fighting for the Irish title next. I was eligible to fight for it after the Murphy fight, but I want to fight for the Irish title super bantamweight. So I've had two Celtic title fights. I've had a defense. So I believe anyway, I'm always for once I beat Gerard Hughes or stop Gerard Hughes, and I will fight for the Irish title next. I'm confident I haven't been more ready in my life and my career. I want to thank everyone who's bought tickets. I want to thank anyone who's sponsored me and on this journey. We're only getting started, and the fight kit's going to be special. And to be boxing once again, sorry, on live on the Zone, the boxing's biggest channel around the world, is epic. You know what I mean? Sometimes I had to pinch myself looking back at when I was 10, 11, fighting in bars with all like wee small bars around the Antrim Road where I grew up all my life. Be like fighting in a packed arena and then maybe a fight or two away from headlining your own show is it's crazy like. But you just keep telling yourself this is why you're here. You're here to do these things. You've been put here for a reason.
mm, absolutely. And before I let you go, as always, do you want to thank your team as you've got a good team around you and
Yeah,
anybody else?
I have an amazing team. Once again, the boss man, Terry Smith. Thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you to Paul O'Neill. Thank you to Anto Cache, IBF World Champion. Mickey Hawkman. I want to thank you, Ian Gargan, for making sure this fight happens and making sure that we're going to become victorious against Hammer Boxing. Polly McCory's, not Polly McCory, sorry. Polly McCory's another great All Irish champion. That's who George manager is, but Hammer Boxing is his management. So we're going to become 2-0 against them and so on Saturday night. No disrespect to any of them, but it's boxing and this shit has to be done. But just thank you to my whole team. We've had an amazing 8 week camp. Everything's done now. It's just about staying sharp, staying relaxed, keeping the weight down, and retaining the belt on Saturday night. So thank you, everyone. You know who you are. And big thank you to my missus. If you're going to watch this, I want to say thank you to her for sticking up with my moods, making sure all my clothes is washed, my training gear's ready, making sure my food's all prepped, and my breakfast and everything. So big thank you to her and my baby girl. They've been stuck up with the moods.
And from me, mate,
Thank
thank you for your time. Good luck with the fight, and yeah, all the best.
Thank you very much for having me on, and I'll jump on after the fight again. It's a pleasure, and keep up the great work, kid. You're going places.
Thanks, mate. Good luck with the fight. Bye.
All the best, job. Thank you.